Alex here from BWOne.com, here to do a quick unboxing of the new MyTouch Q from T-Mobile. Now, everyone should be pretty familiar with their MyTouch line. I think they've been doing it ever since the launch of the first G1. They've had a couple of different OEMs create these devices for them. HTC has been the predominant one, but now they've kind of moved away from HTC and have used Huawei. I hope I'm saying that right. But Huawei has created their new line of MyTouch devices. Now this is the Q. This is the one with the QWERTY keyboard. Hence the Q in the name. They also have an all touchscreen one, which is just the MyTouch. I'm going to dive into the just specs and quick unboxing before the actual review, guys. So don't expect too much. Let's actually go to the back of the actual box so they can let you know what's packing in this thing. You know, name ID, Wi-Fi, mobile calling, all that nonsense. Here are the specs. You get your 5 megapixel camera. You have the Genius button, whatever. It's pretty much using Google's search capabilities through voice and branding it. It has a horrible UI, which I'll get to in the actual review. But don't think of it as an asset to the device whatsoever. Inside you have a 1.4 gigahertz processor, 4G capable. When they say 4G, they mean HSPA plus, not actual LTE, because T-Mobile does not have that. You have, like I said before, the Genius button. You have GPS given to you. That's always good. It has a measly 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but it does have a micro SD slot, so you can add more storage if you want to. You do have the large QWERTY keyboard, which is an asset to some. You really don't see too many devices with QWERTY keyboards anymore. 1080p, not 1080, 720p HD recording, I believe so. The processor is only single core, so you're not going to be getting too much power out of this device. But it is clocked at 1.4 gigahertz, so you might be able to do a little multitasking with it. Let's actually open up the box here. See what you're greeted with. There you go. I've actually already turned on the device. We're going to put that aside for right now. Open that up. You get your start guide, terms and conditions, the stuff that no one really wants to see or hear about. You get your micro USB charging cable, fairly long, so that's cool. Let's see here. And you get your wall adapter. Now there's no need for me to take it out, guys. It's just our average wall adapter and charging cable. Nothing too special. We're going to move that to the side and bring over the MyTouch. First, we're going to start off from the hardware perspective. As you can see, this thing is a hefty beast. It reminds me of the first T-Mobile G1. It's actually heavier, which is kind of wild. But overall, it feels good. The backing finish that Huawei has used is different. I don't know what material it actually is, because it's not a matte black finish. It's like pure plastic, but a really thin coating of the matte finish, so it feels really, really smooth and almost like a pebble. Samsung Galaxy S3 might want to take a cue from Huawei here. But there you go. You get your 5 megapixel camera, your single LED flash, T-Mobile branding, MyTouch branding, your speaker grill, which is not too loud. Very disappointed by that. Your dedicated camera button, which is always nice to see. You rarely ever see that now. Windows phones are the only devices where they have to have that. You get your front-facing camera, LED notification light, which is also becoming less of a trend, but it's there. Speaker grill, MyTouch. Now this is running 2.3 gingerbread. So in saying that, this is definitely a budget device. It's going to that person that has no clue what operating system they're using, and they just want something to use throughout the day. You do have the usual assortments of capacitive keys with gingerbread, excluding the custom Genius button by T-Mobile. You get your mic, micro USB charging port, volume rockers, which feel really good. Like I said, this finish on the back is great. And let's get to what everyone wants to see, which is that QWERTY keyboard. The keys are not flushed. If you can tell from here, they raise a little bit. They feel really good. They're actually rounded when you use them, so you can definitely feel them naturally without having to look at them at all. It's really good keyboard. I'm not too disappointed with what Huawei has done here. Overall, let's actually open up the back for you, so you guys can get an inside look at what this device is packing. There you go. There you go. As you can see, it's pretty tough, pretty durable, but it feels good. There's Huawei's. Now, this battery is actually pretty cool. It's one of the very few batteries I've seen with the actual, color color identification on it. You know, usually they're just black and white and just really crappy looking. Let's see what the milliamp on this bad boy is. Let's see if they even tell us. There you go. You get a 1500 milliamp hour battery running on a single core, so it should get you through. You know, should get you through the day. So we'll check that out later on in the review. Put that back. As you can see here, you have your micro SD slot for, you know, expanded memory, and then your SIM card. There you go. Put that back in there. Now we're just going to fast forward a little bit so we can turn back on the device. So I'll get back to you when we do that. Okay, and we're back, guys. It's all booted up. But now this is just a quick unboxing, so I'm not going to dive into the UI or anything. But just overall, this is the MyTouch Q. It's different. It's ugly, attractive. You know, whatever your taste will be. Check us out on Google+, Facebook, Twitter. You know, all those good social networks. And remember to always live your tech world in high definition. Thanks, guys.